Welcome friends. Today we're gonna see most useful Excel functions. We'll start with sum. Sum is the function which is used to add the values. So you can add the values in three different ways. So first one is add individual values. Say for example, I have a value over here. You can directly add 5 plus 2 equals 7. In other words, you can add like this. You can add the values directly, right? So in other words, we can add the values using references. The same example I have taken for here. So 5 comma 4. I just make it zoom. Okay. Suppose if I want to add these two numbers, so I have to use sum as a function, which is followed by the reference of first number is R5 plus R colon, right? And S5 is a second number, right? The reference of these two numbers is sum of R5 and sum S5. So hopefully we'll get the answer, right? So this method you call it as a reference method, cell reference method. And the final one is using a range. So here I have a range. I'm just selecting the range. So this range starts from G2 to G10. So I have to use this method. So equal sum of starting range and ending range. So this is our output. Okay. So here I have given the sum. Okay. Here the sum is, so you can directly add these two numbers, G2 plus G4. If you want, you can use the sum of G2 plus G4, or you can directly add this number. G2 is 1125 and G4 is 225. Okay. And another method, I'll show you the function in expanded way. So this is the sum. So here we have chosen G2 to G24. That's not G24, that is G10. This is actual function. If you want to change, you can change it here also. I just change it and show you. This is G10. See, this is the output of sum function. And now we move on to the count. So count is a function which is used to get the numbers or digit in a particular series or in a particular cell. So I have a formula over here. Right. This is a function for count. So here I'm just counting the numbers which is present in the G column, start from G2 to G10. So in between this I have a 9 numbers. See, so total 9 numbers. I'm just getting value is 9. If I change any value, it's changing because there is no number. Instead of number, I'm just typing. Still it is showing 8 because it only count the numbers or digit present in the particular area. Suppose if I am deleting this, again changing, still it is 7. Okay, it takes only the numerical value in a prescribed area, right? So now we move on to the sum of product. We'll show the function for sum of product. So sum of product. So here E2 is present in the unit this is E2, E2 to E24. That is the unit price of these products. We just multiplying the unit price into quantity. That is F2 to F24. We just multiplying these two columns. See, we just multiplying these two columns and finally adding these numbers using sum of product. See. So now we move on to the count A. So count A, which is used to represent number of filled columns in a particular range. So here I have used G2 to G10. As I have mentioned G24, which is G2 to G9. The total number of filled column is 9. If I remove any data, immediately it will reflect. See the changes over here. Now it is 7. Now it is 8. Now it is 9. So this is what about count A. It finds the number of filled rows in a particular range. Let's see the function. Count A followed by the range. Okay. So now we move on to the count blank. So count blank, the same region which I have taken G2 to G10. So there is no empty cells in between the G2 to G10. So if I blank this column, this cell, so immediately I am getting number of blank cells is 1. Now I am removing the fourth column of G4. So now the count blank is 2. Now it is 3. Now it is 4. See, I am just giving undo. So automatically it will change. Okay. The same procedure for count blank also. So count blank followed by the range. Okay, fine. So now we move on to find a minimum value and maximum value in a particular segment or particular range. Okay. So here we have taken the same G2 to G20, G10. Okay. The minimum value is 50 and the maximum is 2200. Okay. Let's see how this works. So finding a minimum number in an array, we can use min of particular range, or if you want to maximum number, we can use max of within the range. Okay, fine. So this is what about finding a minimum value or maximum value. So now we move on to the sum if. Let's see sum if. Okay. So sum if. Sum of is a syntax which having a range and criteria. So here we are going to add the value that is having a more than 1000. So here I have taken G2 to G10, which is followed by greater than or equal to 1000. This is a formula which I have over here. I just show you the formula. See. So this is a formula, sum of if G2 to G4. This start from here to here, okay, and check the number greater than or equal to 1000. It just add the values more than 1000. So here we have, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 4 numbers can be added. So this is what result of sum if. Sorry, this is sum if. Okay, this is another way of adding sum if. Here the condition is negative condition. The range is C2 to C24. Okay, C2 to C24. Another case you can change it C2 to C10. and the name of the product is not equal to pomegranate. The product should not be should not be pomegranate. The rest of the things can be calculated by using this function. So this is what the output of sum if. Okay, right. So next one is sum ifs, nested if. We call it as sum ifs. So here I'll show the formula first. So this is a formula. Here we have taken G2 to G10. So here G2 is price column, G2 to G10, and this one is C2 to C10. C10 is a product. It just add the product name is apple. So here we have a two segment of apple. So one is 1250 and 1200. These together summed, and finally this is output 2450 when you have sum of apples. Okay, fine. Now we move on to the next one is COUNTIF. So COUNTIF is a function which is used to count the number of entries in a particular range. Suppose example, we have districts in a table. For a particular districts occur more than one time, it is very difficult to calculate manually. To address this issue, we can use this COUNTIF function. So COUNTIF function, which is used to count the particular string occurs the number of time. Let's check the formula. I'll show you the formula. So in this function, COUNTIF of G2 to G24, that is G10, again I'm telling G10, and count greater than or equal to 2000. The price should be greater than or equal to 2000, 2000 or 2000 above. So let's see. So this one is 2200 and 2000, these together added. So this is output of sum ifs. Okay, right. Now we move on to COUNTIF. I just sorry. So here it just count the value which is more than 2000. So that is the constraint. Here two values are exceeded from 2000 or 2000 and above. So one is 2200 and another one is 2000. These two items, it indicating the number of count is 2. In case if there is another item, see the count is 3. So this one is, I'm just adding 5000. Again it shows number of item having 2000 or more than 2000 is 4. Okay. Okay. Now we move on to the match function. So match function is which is used to tell you the exact location of the data where it is actually present. So here the match, here we are finding the value 9000 in the row of G2 to G10. So we have to find the 9000 where it is actually located in the series. So 9000 is located in this column 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is 8th position in the table. That's why it is showing 8. It shows the index of the as a digit. Okay, now we move on to the next one, concatenate. So concatenate is nothing but joining the two strings or two numbers, whatever you can join with the help of this concatenate. It just joining the two text or two references. Let's see the function. See, so concatenate C9. So this we call it as a space between these two references. So here it's concatenate C9 and G9. So here C9 is orange and G9 is 9000. Sorry, 900. Let's see. So if I remove the space, it should be like this. If you want any space between, you can add a space. So next one is index. So index, which is used to similar to match, and here we have to mention the exact row and column. So here index also is nothing but look like a search. See, so here index we have taken the range is B2 to, so B start from here over here. So B, the entire complete table is taken for index, and it find the third row and sixth column. So third row and sixth column, it should be 1200. In case if you want to change this, fourth row sixth column, it will show 2 to 225, and third row sixth column, in the sense it shows 50. Let's see, fifth row sixth column shows 50. It's like this. This is what index. And finally we have relative reference and absolute reference. So relative reference, first let's see. So now here we are multiplying these rows with this 10. Okay, I'm just multiplying for your easy understand. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, I'm multiplying these row into 10. So 10 into 10, 100. So 10 into 10, it has to show 200, but it is 2000. Here it is 6000. Sorry, 60,000. So like this. So why it is showing like this? Because it has taken the relative reference. So instead of 10, it is taken H2, that is a relative one for this, and this is taken H3 for a relative of this. So that's why it's showing ambiguity data. To address this issue, we can go with the absolute reference. Let's see how this. First we have to fix a standard one, that is static one, and then multiplication followed by ampersand of this 10 belongs in the reference of H1, ampersand H and ampersand 1. Let's say 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So this is, we call it as a absolute reference. Okay. Thank you. If you have any queries, do comment in the comment section. Thank you.